Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's video here, July 12th. It's 2024. You guys are probably going to see another video I posted out. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I did some yard work at a church my landlord goes to and I did some work over there this morning, and I went around 7 o'clock this morning and did that till about 11. I had to bring some tree limbs over to a burn pile. But anyway, neither here or there. On today's video here, we're going to be working on a trimmer. I had sold the curve shaft Echo one. You guys probably saw it hanging over the our overhang here. I'm drawing a blank now. Sorry, carport. And I got it running. I did this off camera, and I sold it to a guy I went to school with. His name is Michael, and they call him Big Mike. So he bought it from me yesterday here, and it was a curve shaft one. It's all right, but he's about 6'2". He's a little tall. He's like, it'll work. His son will use it, but he said he saw the straight shaft one I had hanging up, and he asked me what the story was on that, and I said, well, I got it. I just haven't messed with it yet. So I told him, I said, well, I'll do this for you. I'll do you a solid. I said, if I can get this one running, we'll swap it out with the curve shaft one there. Because he said he likes this one better. So I'll show you guys. You already saw the thumbnail, but I'll turn you around on it right here. Here we go. This is an Echo one. It's an SRM. Let me see what the spec is on it. It's dirty. Give me a second. Let's see what we got. I think we got a srm-2100. There, it's a 21.2 cc engine on it. And at first I was thinking about fixing this up as a backup for me, but he's looking for one. So, that's all right. I can always find another trimmer as a backup. No big deal. So that's okay. I'm fond of the Echo brands there, but this is one where I got this one as a lot for free. I got this one, and I got the push mower, the Yard Machines push mower, last year, and I ended up selling that one. And then the Home Light chainsaw, which is still over here. That's the chainsaw right there, where my finger's pointing at, that I went, and it came with this thing too. So, like I said, the other one, I did like a carb clean. I don't know, threw in my ultrasonic cleaner and I got it going. This one gonna need some fuel lines, and of course I had to, on that curve shaft one, I had to replace that piece right there, that grommet there. That's no big deal. I'm sure the fuel lines are hard as a carb, which they are. It does pull over. I have done that off camera. It does pull over. It does have spark, so no big deal there. We'll have to look at the air filter on it, and gonna have to clean up the plastics a little bit because it's been sitting up a minute or two. There, as you can see, all the cobwebs and all that. And we'll get this thing going. I'll put another purge bulb, primer bulb on it. It does feel good, but I'm gonna just go ahead on the air of caution and replace it since it's yellowed out there, so that way we can see the fuel getting in there. It's a 2-stroke, so I'm sure this will run. So let me go ahead and, oh, there's another thing too. You can tell this has never been touched because look, it's still got the limiter caps on here where you can't adjust it out there. So you can tell this one hasn't been touched. I wish I could find a date on this thing and you find out the year, but I don't see one. There, maybe we'll look it up by a model number and I'll find out, and I'll give you guys a heads up on it. But I'll probably end up cleaning these plastics off camera there to make it look a little nicer. And of course we'll clean out the tank. So alright, let me turn it back at me. So let's start turning some wrenches on this thing. Let's get this thing working for Michael, aka Big Mike. Alright, let's take a look at it. I haven't looked at the air filter. I know I threw some no, I just checked it for spark. I didn't check it to see if it would kick over though. But it's got good compression. Here, we'll do with a test. I know, remember, Chicanic did this test. You know, you're supposed to, you can hold it. See? It's not really, you know, going loose off my hand there. So, I think we got good compression there. Let's go ahead and take this wing nut off. See what the air filter looks like. See what we're dealing with. It's missing the sticker, you know, for the idle and all that. Yeah, that filter, it's not the best. I'll see if I got another one I can throw in it. If not, we'll try to do something with this. It looks cleaner, cleanish. Okay. So we already know we got, I'm pretty sure, rotten fuel in here. If there's anything in here. No, it's empty. Gas tank looks awful in there. We'll show you guys in a minute. Let's go ahead and get I got the carburetor, my ultrasonic cleaner, soaking at the moment. I mean, on at the moment to get it ready here. Go ahead and start getting this stuff apart here. I'll just throw it in there, and then we'll... I got the diaphragm kits, I think, for this one. Yeah, I do. I should have the ones for it. I was just looking at it. I know we could probably do it the cheap way and not do it, but since this is not looking healthy up here, we're gonna have to take those limiter caps off. That's gonna be fun trying to do that as well. Take these screws out. And usually the vent tubes don't go bad on these things, but we'll let's take the other things off of there and all that. Got a flat blade on here. Nah, that's hard as a carp. That's hard as a carp. That gas smells like varnish. Okay, so it's a half shape one, which I should have those in there. It's a Zama carburetor. It needs to be clean, so I'm gonna clean this junk off here before I throw it in my ultrasonic cleaner. There, and I'll take the high jets out of there, and we'll adjust them accordingly. There. So there's a fly. Fly keep flying around me. Anyway, let's break this thing down real quick. I had this one fly that kept flying around me, and it wouldn't stop landing on me, and I finally smacked it, and I got it. I wanted to see what the screen looks like on here. There's a little bit of yellow gas. The screen's not clogged up. That's a plus. The fuel pumps, all the diaphragms look straight. They're not bent down or up, so that's a plus. We'll put a new purge bulb in there. Like I said, this one's, it's probably still good, but we'll just replace it. Oh, look at all that goodness out of there. It came out of there. That don't look too bad. Make sure I don't lose this, because I lost the other one and almost didn't find it. Sometimes these come off, sometimes they don't. I think I'm not going to touch that. I think I'll just leave it on there. Err on the side of caution that we can't get that off of there. Okay. I was going to use my 1/4 inch impact, but I think I wore it out. I can't get it to work without moving the chuck, and it moves, but it moves really slow, even with a fully charged battery. So I think I wore out my 1/4 inch impact. I was gonna take it apart and see what I did to it. Let's see. Oh, that's hard as a carp. Listen. You hear that? Yeah. Yeah, that's hard as a carp. Oh, that came off with the gasket. I was trying to... That's okay. I wanted to take it off anyway. Okay, so it's a flat button one, which I got that, so that's no big deal. This is trash. Alright, so we need to soak this bad boy. I'm going to get all these things off of here. I'm going to get it down to the nitty gritty of it. Get all the springs out. The needle. Don't look too bad. There. It's just a lot of varnish. If you guys can have smell-o-vision YouTube, go ahead and put it out there, because I would like to show everybody what I'm smelling right now with this thing. Then we need to get those limiter caps off. There's got to be a way to do it. I got to probably get some vice grips, get on there and pop it off, but I'm going to go clean this off real quick. I'll bring you guys back, and then we'll stick it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Alright, I'm going to bring you guys just a little bit closer. Yeah. To the situation. I'll show you guys a little bit of the gas tank, what we're dealing with. There. Maybe. Okay. You guys see in there? If not, it's a lot of gook in there. Believe me, just take my word for it. It's got a lot of gook. Okay. I know I'm going through my ultrasonic cleaner, but I want to get all this stuff off of here. I got this. That one's full, somewhat full. This one's almost empty. I just want to get all this junk off of here. I don't want to stick this in my ultrasonic cleaner like this. And I want to get those high and low jets out of there too as well. Okay, so that's actually empty. Okay. Get all that nastiness off of there. This as well. This is plugged up. Oh, well, it was plugged up. I might have to stick a wire through there and try to punch that out. I think it's got a clog in it. Okay. Alright. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, limiter caps. Now, the one I was working on, I did it off camera. It had, or it looked like it had spline, but it also had like you can put like a flat blade screwdriver on there as well. Now, I don't know if I can pop these things off. I am going to try. I'm going to try. I got my vice grips, but I got these as well. I'm going over a kill on it. Let's see. Let's try vice grips real quick. Just want to get that little piece, pull a little bit forward on it, and maybe just pop it out. Didn't like that one. Let's try. Tough little buggers, aren't they? I almost want to take a heat off of there and melt them off of there. But I don't want to do that because that's right there. Oh, got one off. There's one limiter cap. I probably got a rocket. There we go, finally. See, like I said, there's flat. And it looks like you can put a spline in there too to get it off. So, you got your high right there, your low's right there. Which, it would say it on the air filter base, but unfortunately this one, the sticker is no longer there, so I will take those out. I will mark them there. Looked like that was the high was in more and the low was out more. But there should be two different settings on them there. So I'll go and do that. Let me go do that. Let me go get this thing in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm gonna go mark these things, and then we'll do something else. Maybe we'll clean out that gas tank or get the fuel lines ready for that when everything's ready. Alright, I got my basket here with my little tea strainer, so I'm going to put all the small parts in there. Now I did this on the other one where I did off camera. I wrote me a sheet out that's got low and high, and I'll probably stick them right on there so I don't lose them. There, let me see if this spline will work on there. Don't look like it. It's a spline one, but it doesn't work. Okay. We'll do the flat on there, unfortunately. I thought that would work. I thought it was a spline one. It probably is. It's probably not the one. So we'll do the high. Let's see how far it goes in before it bottoms out. So that's half and one. And it stops right there, so it looks like 1.5. Or maybe less than that. But it stops right there, so. Alright. We're probably going to do like 1.5 each out. Or 2.5 out. So this is the high. A little gunk on there anyway. So that's the high. That'll go right there on the right. See what the left. So we're going to say that's a half. Or a half right there. 1, 2. It looks like it stops there, so 1.5. Ooh, okay. Alright. Take that out as well. So this way it'll clean it all out through there. And all that. There's some gunk I see keeps coming out of there. Look. As I was doing that. Yeah, there's varnish in there, so that's good. We're taking that off to clean that. I'll spray carb spray on those things to clean them. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it. That one, this one. That's the low. And this is the high. High. Okay. Hey. And then this is that. That's the high, that's the low. High is on the right, low is on the left. There. So, alright. Let's go. All these small parts here in the all this stuff's right real quick. Even the spring. I'll go ahead and just stick these screws in here. Get them all cleaned up. As well, anything else we got? I think I'm going to go a little different on this one. Let me see, can I get this off of here? I think I'm going to stick this in here and clean all this stuff out. I'm lazy, I could clean it out normal, but I'm going to see if the ultrasonic cleaner will do it for me. I'm okay with that. I'm lazy. So we'll just put all this stuff in here. Carburetor in there. Put that in there. And we'll put that in there. There's that gasket. I'll go get my gaskets, 2-strokes supplies. We'll go put the soup on, and we'll see if it's it'll be time to eat. So I'll bring you guys right back after it's through. Said I was gonna bring you back when we had to do this, put the carburetor back together, but we still gotta do the fuel lines, which I'm gonna go ahead and it'll be easier. What I did with the other one is I took the fuel tank off there there's like 2 screws. I think they're Phillips, or you can use a flat blade. There, you take 2 of them off. I think on this one we're gonna have to I'm gonna take the recoil off, which that's okay because I'm gonna clean this stuff anyway. There, so let's see what I know. It's a hex. I think it's a 3/32, so that one kind of fits, but it's loose. It's a loosey goosey. I can't remember. I think it was a 5/32, so that's a 1/8. That's too big. That's it. I think that's, yeah, not that size either. 7/64 maybe. It might be a 7/64, but it feels a little loose in there. 9/64. Nope. We'll go with that one. That's not the right one though. That's kind of odd. I thought I had that one. I think it's a 3/32. Okay. We'll try the 7/64. I think it's not the right one though, honestly. No, it's not. I don't want to strip that out. Let me give you a pause real quick. Let me go get the right side. Hex. All right. Instead of with that, I have one of these hex key things. I got this from work. I think they were throwing this stuff out or something. I got it from something with work. I don't know what they were doing. Some of the tools they got rid of, but it's a 3 millimeter on here, which I know that is. So this should be the one to get that off of there, which it is. Make sure you drop it. I wish I had that in an impact to get that off of there, but I don't. I was showing the guy I went to school with my trimmer yesterday. You know, that one, I put that, it almost looks like the Darwin's grip, but it's like an off-brand one. Anyway, I showed him that, and my recoil was acting crazy. It didn't want to pull. I think I got a issue with the spring on it because it didn't want to. I was trying to start it for him to show him that one, how it would run, because it's almost the same as setup. So mine's a high torque model of the mine's a srm-2100. There, so I was thinking about pulling this thing off of here anyway. So we'll just take these off real quick. Because I gotta clean this cover. I'm gonna take this cover off and clean it, make it look a little nicer. I mean, if you're gonna, regardless if we're gonna trade off on another trimmer. Oh, I sold it to him for $75 too. I had it up there for $75. He gave me full asking price, and then he did me a solid. He got on there and gave me a good rating on Facebook Marketplace, which I appreciate that. I wasn't asking for it. I just happened to look and I got a notification of it on there and said, "Hey, you got a review notification on there." Gave me a 5-star rating. So, Michael, if you're watching, I told him I'd do videos for YouTube. So I don't know if he watches or if he's gonna watch, but I don't think. Oh, wait a minute, no, I never gave him my YouTube channel name. Anyway, I told him I'd do videos for YouTube, but if you, Michael, if you ever watch this one, appreciate it, buddy. Go ahead and get this recoil off of here because I gotta get this off to get to the gas tank anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the fuel line on there as well. With that, it'd be easier to do it while the tank's off. Let me go take these screws off real quick. So I was going to take the screws off real quick. Hang on. Get you guys moved over here. I'm on a bad angle. She's not the budging. How about this side though? Okay, this side no issue. Don't lose all the washers and stuff. I'll try to keep that right there. What I put on here, number 2. I have to go a little bit on the bigger part on this one. Is this a 3? That's still a 2. Is this a 3? Is that 3 a little thicker in there? Doesn't really touch it. Okay, never mind on that one. Let me try a fatter flat blade on there. You know what? Need some gravity. I get some leverage on it. Let me try the flat part instead. I know this ain't like the snap-on ones. You know they got that little catch, that thing on there. So let's try it. I thought that would have worked. Alright, let me go get my impact and we'll get that off of there. Alright, let's try it now. I paused you guys. I was trying to get this. I'm going to try the 1/4 inch socket holding this. And then I'm going to try it this way. Here we go. I had to press up against it. Almost stripped it out. Good Lord, that thing was on there. I didn't strip it out. Almost did. I had to push against it. It didn't want to come off of there. Might have to put it on there with a flat screwdriver. Alright, so here's all the fuel lines. Which this thing is, it's already cracked, so it's split. So I'm not. At the worst, we'll leave it the way it is, so that way I can set the next one up. So the vent's right here. This is the return line to the tank. This black one here is going all the way, is the fuel line with the fuel filter. Okay. It was shot anyway. Okay. Remember, the black one was to the tank. There's that. And come out. Come out. Nobody's stopping you. Yeah. You're getting that replaced anyway. Alright. I'm going to go do this off camera. I'll go clean this tank out. And then we'll start putting some fuel line in there. Okay, let's go ahead and... I already cleaned the tank off camera. I used Super Clean to clean that out. Not the best, but I got, you know, the best I could. And also clean off the cover there, as you can see. It's all off of there. Still little spots I still got to get, but neither here or there. Let's go ahead and start putting the grommet on we're going to need. This is one of them right here. I got these as a 5-pack before. So I should be able to pop these in here. You might need something to help it out a little bit. I'm going to coax it in there. So I'm just using this nail setter to help it out a little bit. And then once that's in place, I can push this down. Now make a good seal. Not like the animal seal, but there we go. Now we're going to have the vent. And this one's still good. apart from there's some like little crusties right here. There. I think we're going to be good okay with the vent. So I'm going to put the vent, tank is going to be this way. So we're going to put the vent, I think we're going to put the vent right here. Correct. It's got to be there, this enough. There we go. See, got a little spot right there for it. Fortunately, I don't have any of the black line, so we're going to have to use the Tygon line here. And let's see, do I got a fuel filter? I don't think I could save that other one. I think that one was kind of roached. Walboro one, huh? That was breaking off. Okay. We'll try a different one. I got these. I don't know how good they're going to be, but we'll try them out on there. So, let's see. Which fuel line we're going to need. I don't think I need that fat of a fuel line. We'll just cut what we need for both. Which I think this one should work on it. We'll make our return. I'll probably put our return on the inside. Yeah, I think we're going to put the return on the inside. Is the return on the inside? Yeah, I think so. If not, we can always fix it. I'll cut them so far, and then we'll see how we go from there. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these in here. Shouldn't have to cut it on an angle, I would think. Sometimes I get lucky and I can push these in here and get them set up correctly. Okay. Might have to cut that at an angle to start it out. See if I can get it with my hemostats. Hemostat stat. Almost got it. One more. There. Alright. Come here, you. Okay. So we'll cut that flush. Bye-bye. And then put this on, like so. And you'll go into there, which I got that enough. And we'll cut it about the same length as that one, or I might go a little higher. Just to give myself some leeway. And then we'll do the same for the return line. Angle. I don't cut much of an angle on it. Yesterday when I was working on the other one, and or the day before when I got it going, I crossed the lines up, and I couldn't get it to prime. Couldn't figure out why. I had the fuel lines wrong with it. It's going to happen to some people. Nobody's perfect. Well, you got some people that are perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm just a normal backyard person trying to get machines back to running again. Alright, let me get the rest of this set up, which I almost got it. So let me go do this real quick and I'll be back. Alright, got everything here. Let's put it back together. Alright, let's put this on here, like so. Alright, let's get to the point where we're gonna... Let me go ahead and put this... Let me go ahead and get the rest of this hooked up, okay? Okay. Let me go ahead and get the rest of this hooked up. And the tank hooked up. Now let's put the high and low jetting on here. So our low is right here. That'll be this one. That flathead screwdriver I'm going to throw on there. Run this in until it stops, and then we'll back out a couple of turns. See when it stops. Right there. So we'll go like this. We'll go half, one, and a half right there. On that one, we'll probably do the same on this one too. Run this in until it stops. We'll back it out about 1.5, 2. We might have to fine tune it though, but we'll get it. Stops right there. So we'll go 1/2, 1.5 there. Okay, we'll go like that. Our initial setting. Let's go ahead and hook the throttle up. See throttle up. Let's see. So it's gonna go like that. There. Let's get our carburetor. Get this all. Get the base plate on here for this. And all we gotta do then is put the recoil back on. I'll go in like so. I'll worry about the fuel lines when we get to that point. Not worried about them at the moment. Let's get this all hooked up. Get this all buttoned up first before we start worrying about that. Okay, there's that. Now, purge bulb is right here. So we want to, so I do have to cut the lines a little bit. I left them long for a reason. I'm glad I did, so I can just fine tune them as we go. So. Hey guys. You guys can see? Okay. Alright, let's cut them. I'll still leave a little bit of slack though. And I can always cut them a little bit better later. That's the return line, so we need that to go here. And then we gotta cut this one to make it a little bit shorter as well. Okay. Like I said, I'll fine tune them a little bit better. Fine tuning. Okay. Now I just gotta put these screws on. I'll go button this up. I'll go get some gasoline to throw in the thing. Let's see if we can get this bad boy to start. Alright, let's try put some gas in this thing now. I don't think I need this. I clean the spark plug off. Now if the worst comes to worst, we don't have the fuel lines on there, I can just switch them around. That's no big deal, but I think I got them. Routed correctly, so. Just make sure we're priming. And we are I think we still got a clog in there. Alright, well anyway, let's see if we can get it to run. We had to put a different trimmer head on it because the speed feed head that was on there originally was a little messed up. So let's see. That's a plus. Scott, give me a second on it. I think this thing is still having a hard time. Go one there, go another turn there. Okay. I got to slow down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we got to adjust the hi-hat. Like that, a screwdriver broke off. I think I got it. Huh? That one's not the speed. That's the one that was on my old trimmer. That trimmer I used.
I know, but I mean, that's the one like
Yeah, you wanted a straight one like that. One way to test it out. Let's see if it works. Got a little patch of grass right there. I don't know how to fix nothing. According to one person, starts back up though. Stops like it should. No, I said I got the trimmer head. You had to turn down the low on it to get it to don't spin.
Oh.
And I was trying to do that on that green one and I couldn't get it to work. Alright y'all, I got it going. I just have to fool with the purge bulb because it's a little slow. So I might have to go in there and tweak it a little bit and help that out with the priming there. I mean, it's priming, it's just not filling that bulb up all the way. So I'll check it and make sure. Mike, I sent him a text. He's ready for a swap, so he's gonna meet me tomorrow morning, which Saturday I'm off. I was not supposed to be off today, but they had me scheduled off today. But I'm gonna go. We're gonna do an even swap on it because I had sold him the curve shaft one, but he wants the straight shaft, and he's got the speed feed head to throw on there. So we'll see. If not, I got this one on there. Came off my old Echo trimmer, so we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it there. So if you guys like this, give me a thumbs up there, and like, share, subscribe these videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care. Catch.